Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am here for my How to Kill a Kit with Style layout share and to show you what I have left of my July kit. It is the last day of July, and I was thinking I can do one more layout, and I just can't find it. So maybe it'll come to me, maybe it won't. I think maybe it's just time for another kit. So I think the biggest issue I have is once I run out of paper and all I have left are scraps, I tend to have a hard time because looking for paper seems to take so long. So this is what I have left of paper, and most of it is like branding strips, you know, just little pieces. See, these are all branding strips. So I have this piece left, and that's probably my biggest piece, and I have these branding strips, and so that's kind of my idea for my last layout with this kit. So I will probably keep that together and see if I can come up with something. But the rest of these, like, I don't know. I think they're all just going to have to go. Sarah would be so proud of me for saying that because I am somewhat of a paper hoarder. So that's it for paper, and I feel like that is a really good job. And then there are several things that I totally killed. So I finished these hearts. I finished this 2 yards of garland. This was a sticker sheet, and it had like some wood stickers on it. I finished these Dream On gold acrylic mirror stickers. I finished all of this chipboard. I think this had a couple border strips on it. Finished those. I used all of those brads. This had one metal medallion on it. I used that. I had 2 sticker sheets of these arrows, but I used one of them. I finished these tags, and I finished all of these wood veneers. So I feel like that, it looks like a very small pile, but, oh, and then these had enamel dots. So all of that is done. So the only thing is I really think that I'm going to keep this because I think I kind of want to use the whole back sheet. So I have that just right here. And then I will tell you what I failed on. So this sticker sheet with all the alphas, I failed. It's completely intact. I used none of it. So it's probably because I'm a terrible titler. So this month was all about the chipboard, and so I had 2 chipboard sheets. I had this one, which I've used the majority of it, and I do have a plan for this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. So the only thing I don't have a plan for is this. So by the end of August, this entire chipboard sheet will be used up. Which is good because I think I might have another one. So I don't feel so bad. Then I had this chipboard sheet that I've had forever, and I am super proud because I only have these 5 pieces left, and I even used part of the chipboard packaging to pop up my photo because I was scrapbooking in an RV and I didn't take everything, and I wanted to give my page some dimension, so I stuck that on the back. So I thought that was a great use of resources. So I'm happy to get this one done. I am going to pop these out and probably just put them on my planner and stick that button in my neutral area. So originally, I had only planned on using one of the bottle caps, and I actually got 2 of them down, so I'm excited about that. And then I had originally had 3 frames, and I'm down to 1. And then of this Teresa Collins pack, there was 25 pieces of ephemera, and I'm down to 8. So I feel like I did good on that package. These, not so much. I don't even know that I used, but maybe a couple. And then, but the other set of brads, I feel like I did really well. So it looks like I didn't, but they were like little epoxy stickers inside the brads. And I know that Sandy from State Goddess, she pops them off all the time. And I thought that's a really good idea. I was lazy scrapbooking. So I just have a couple of gemstones and pearls and the one piece left. So I feel like that is a win. And then I used a couple of the tiny word stickers there. Oh, right away. And then while the wet glue you can hear dries, it just has Lisa, hold on. Okay, sorry. Obviously, I watch scrapbooking videos while I'm at my desk scrapbooking, and everything was sitting on my computer. So I have 2 of these Freckle Fawn wood veneer clips left, and I do have a plan for that one. So that's good. I used a couple of these labels, journaling cards, I guess. Not a ton, but a few. And then I had 2 sheets of these, and I used a partial one, but it disappeared. So I guess I could say it's used up because it's gone, but I didn't actually use that many. And then for the October afternoon, I think I only used 1 card, but I did use the majority of these die cuts. I have only 5 pieces left. So that's pretty good considering there was quite a few of them. And then, oh, I didn't use this tag. I used 1 of these clips. And then this was my random frames, and I am down to 6 of them. So that's pretty good there. And then I had that whole acetate piece, and I did cut it up, and I used quite a bit of it. So I'm down to 3 tags, 2 titles, and a teepee. So not too bad there. And then, let's see, I used about half of the arrows. I used all but 1 pink tag from there. I did a few of those tiny word stickers there. And then the last thing is my sheets of tile. So used quite a few of those. I think I only used maybe 1 of that. I used a couple pieces of this one, a couple of pieces of this one. Don't think I touched that either. So I feel like I did pretty good, and let me show you all of the layouts. I'm gonna pause you so I can clean off my desk here. Okay, so I feel like I have a really good pile here, and the first one does have a process video, and I love it. I love all the stitching, so that one was super fun. So then this one is probably my ultimate favorite. And this is one that I did for Everyday Inspiration with Christy's photo. So there is a process video for this one as well. But I just love all of the layers and the texture. And the photo is really cool. Like, I kind of wish my daughter was there, but she would not have made it. But so we'll have to go back. So there's that one. Now this one, it's funny because it says my fave on it, but this is not my favorite page. I feel like the page didn't do the photo justice. Like, the more I look at it, the more I like it. I kind of thought I talked to my friend Amber, and I was like, this page needs something. I don't know what it needs. I'm not sure what I like, what I don't like about it. Like, I like this section, but, and I thought these tags were super cool, but I think that if I was to redo it, I would pull it all up and gesso the background so that they would stand out some more. I think that would help. And then I just did some color blocking with some buttons, which I thought was fairly impressive because I hardly ever use my buttons anymore. So that was a good use of stash. And then this piece was from the 15 items added from my desk. So that was cool to get that off. And then this one was a sketch, and I used this super cool like wood frame and just stuck some paper that's like map-like in the back. And I did try to make sure it was North America, so that was close enough. And I think there might be a process video for that one. And then I did one 2-page layout, which was fun. I hadn't done one of those in a while. And there is a process video for this one as well, if you want to check that out. And somebody gave me a really good idea of where to get my white pen, so I have to go get that. So I can do my journaling. Now, okay, so this next one I am probably the most impressed with myself about. So this was my Stretch the Sketch that I do with a ton of other wonderful YouTubers. And we take a sketch and we can do, it's a 12 by 12 sketch, and we can do anything but a 12 by 12 layout. So I found this super cool Basil pocket page, and I decided that this was what I was going to use. So I actually did the sketch 3 ways, and there is a process video for these. I did speed it up quite a bit because it is kind of basic, but not too much. So I liked it because it literally stretched because you open it up. And then I kind of turned the sketch and did it this way, and then I turned it again and did it this way. So I'm super excited about that one. That one was really cool. That was super fun to make too. And then, so this next one was like chipboard happy. I got all of those numbers on there. The TPs are, the frame is, these 2 pieces, this one, all of that is chipboard. So even this little corner piece is chipboard. So I was super excited to use all of this chipboard, and totally messed up my little date there, but that's okay. And it's a cute picture of my son because I don't get those very often now that he's a teenager. So there's that one. And then this was my super, super fun one. I did this actually when we were on the road. And there's tons of chipboard. All of these pieces are chipboard. The frame is chipboard. This is chipboard. More frame here. And I used some of those brads and did a little sewing. So there's not a process video for this one, so I'm going to show it a little closer. And right here, my page got ripped. So I decided to just add that thread. And so now it's fairly unnoticeable. Otherwise, it looked like there was a big hole in my page because I was scrapbooking in an RV. So there's that one. And then this one has quite a bit of chipboard on it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And these are even chipboard dots. There's like 20 pieces of chipboard on this. So definitely worked really good for the chipboard. And again, once I get that white pen, I'll do my journaling right there on that tag. And then I decided to do a pocket page because I had taken so many like landscape photos, so I didn't feel like they all needed their own page, and it's just a really nice way to get a bunch of pictures that you want in without making a ton of pages. So I just embellished them a little bit, little paper, little clip, some chipboard. This just has a tiny word sticker and a wood veneer. This just has a little strip of paper and 2 brads. So I did do both sides. So here's this one. And there's the one journaling spot that I used, and it had something weird underneath it. So I just covered that up. And it says #hustle, and then there's a little house for a home. And it's actually a picture of me hiking out, and thank goodness you can't see my face because it was probably not very happy. It was a tough hike out. So I did that. And then this is where I used quite a bit of that garland, and I just ran it across. And I had that, it was like one of those big die cut pieces. It was the big round one. And so I just curled the pages down and stuck part of it there and part of it here. I know originally I had wanted to stitch on this page, but that didn't end up happening. And you can see here, this is where I pulled that enamel piece from the brads. And then this is my last one, and this was where I was starting to run out of paper. So this paper and this paper were not in my kit, but I decided to bring in the green because this was really a beautiful picture of this tree as we were hiking in. And then I tried to bring some of that more orangish kind of color to pull in some of the colors of the rocks, and those weren't really in my kit. So yeah, so that is my layouts. I think I got like 13 or something done, so I feel really good about that, and I'm super excited to make my next one for August. So I think I'm actually going to work on that so that you guys can have a video for August 1st. I wish I knew what product we were using in the Redefine Your Stash Facebook group. So maybe I'll wait for that before I do it. We'll see. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box below. And if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you check out all of the other YouTubers that are doing these challenges monthly. And I hope you're using up your kit. So we'll see you next time. Remember to wear your crown. Bye!